finally gets a hit. It's taken me 20 minutes, and it's a tiny little guy. First one of the morning. Morning everyone. First little one of the day. I've been going for about 20 minutes. It's been really quiet. I've had one bump. That's the first fish. But I wanted to highlight today, I'll just get this guy back on the water, the Hobie Lynx, because I think it's the perfect kayak for chasing bass on the rivers. I've used it in tournaments throughout the year as well, up at Camden Haven, down the St George's Basin on the Georges River. So it's a very versatile kayak. They're fantastic. They're so lightweight, so manoeuvrable, very quick. There's a few cons as well, but I'll go into those a bit later on. For now, let's try and get a few fish. It's getting light enough to see a bit better. Then we'll talk about the Lynx later on. Oh, that feels like a good whack, that one. Oh, get up, get up. Some good weight there. There's also a few sticks around, so I can see it's wrapped around a branch. She's off now. Just as the sun's coming up, we get a mid-30. Look at this. Still a solid, healthy fish. She can go back in till next time. Come on. Oh, there we go. Maybe I just need to say come on a bit more. Good hit, but he's not a big guy. Lift him straight in and show him off straight away. Probably that low 30s, I would say. We'll find out. Just quickly on the tape measure. It just goes about 31 tip. See ya! So this is the lure that's been getting me on my bass the last few weeks. It's just a hand-carved redfin one that I've done, but I've only had the one, so I thought I'd better do another one. Because if I lose this one, now I've got two. I've actually made this one a little bit different. I made this one a slow sinker, so I can get it down a bit deeper if I want to. Might give this one a go now, and give this one a bit of a rest. Oh, geez, as soon as it hits it, oh, it's gone. As soon as that hit the water, something hit it. Must have just lipped it. Well, it's really quiet today, so I'm gonna change and go to my baby bass pattern. Maybe the Sicko redfin. Another great feature of the Lynx is their speed. They really scoot along. On the rivers, on the calm water, they just skim across the surface. They're unreal. Now, if it's a bit choppier, say you're out in the middle of a lake and the wind blew up, things like outbacks and compasses cut through the water, so they are a bit quicker, only a kilometre per hour quicker, so not too much. However, on the rivers, where I primarily use this for chasing bass, it's a nice speedy machine. And what else do they do? they turn on a dime. They almost turn in their length. So that's great in tight spots. Fishing in racks or in rivers where you're in and out, going amongst snags, it's a nice asset to have, that's for sure. What's hit that? Just as I go to... How's that? I just go to put the rod down to clean my glasses and I get whacked by a bass. Let's lift him on board. He's a healthy one too. Wow. Whew. Look at that chunky thing. So you like eating bass, do you? This guy literally pounced on my lure just as I was putting the rod down to clean my glasses. Good to see. What does she go? 34.5 tip. Let's get her back into the water and see you, baby. And what else is good about the Lynx? Well, there's so many good things about the Lynx, but they're so stable. Easy to stand up and fish. I don't even know if you can see me at the moment, but there's no problems. Stand up, easy to balance. Reach down to adjust the rudder. So it's a good platform if you want to stand up bait casting or fly fishing as well. But the seats are so comfortable, no problems with sitting down all day. Like I said, I fished in tournaments from this, been sitting in it for over 7 hours, not an issue at all. We're just trying to work out what these bass want today. It's been pretty quiet. I've got 4, I think it is. I'm going to go back to the Gancraft Anton. Just maybe a bit of flash is what they're after in this overcast weather. Oh, finally a clunk, finally a clunk, but it's not a big clunk. But the bites are few and far. Stay still, you're going back in. Oh, it's been a while between fish. It'll take over about 30 centimetres. Yeah, bass, 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 bass. Crank, get it down deep. Slow wind. Clunk, hook up. Is that the way it's supposed to work? Oh, yes. Yeah, that is the way it works. I was just a few seconds too early though. A few good kicks on this one. Don't think it's a giant, but it's probably going to be mid-30s. There it is. Let's lift this guy in. He's a good one. It's at mid to high 30s again. That's the Gancraft Anton 63 MR, medium runner. Gets down to about 1.5. Another good looking fish. Alright, so let's check this girl out. She goes. Let's move this out of the way. 36 there, so she's just 36 tip. About 33 and a half, 34 fork. And she can go back into the water until next time. It just needs to be that 4 centimetres bigger. Hey. See you, mama. Now, let's see if I can predict that again. I think it was cast, crank it down to get it deep, clunk. Let's see. All right, let's try and repeat what I did last time. I think it was a long cast. They cast really well, these Ayrtons. A few cranks to get it down deep, and then slow wind. And clunk. Clunk. Oh! Yes, clunk. But it's not a big guy. Oh yeah, and it's a brimsky. Well, how's that? I haven't caught a brim for months, especially down at St George's Basin. Oh, stay still. Geez, stop kicking around. Not a big brim, not a legal brim. I can catch brim. In you go. I think it's a brim. Oh, jeez, that's a good hit, that one. Bit of weight. Come on up. It's another good bass. It's be high 30s, might be 40. But it's a solid one. Oh geez, they're so heavy. I mean, they're really clunking this Ayrton, that's for sure. Give me a line. Another quality fish. Unbelievable. So good. She's the healthiest by far that I've got today. Still can't get that 40, but we've got to keep going. Another good feature of the Lynx, not just the Lynx but all the Hobies with the Mirage 180 drives. I want to fish along this bank here, but the wind's pushing me a bit too quick. So if I just put it in reverse, I can slowly adjust my drift to what I need it to be. If I see fish on the sounder and I want to go back, I just go backwards. It's a fantastic bit of kit. It also, these ones, has the kick-up fins, which I'll show you later. And if you're out bass fishing in the rivers where there's lots of logs, perfect. I'll show you what they are a bit later on. I've got to get some more fish first. Mirage 180, perfecto. Oh geez, that's a good clunk, that one. Well, there could be some good weight in this. Few good head shakes. There's a lot of weight in this one. Get out. Come on out. Oh no, it's just same sort of size as the other one, but man, it really hit. It's probably even smaller. Just feistier. Just another chunky bass coming in on the Gangcraft Ayrton. Woo! Same thing, about 35, 36. But look at these beautiful colours along the scales. The blues and the greens, the turquoise. Magic, I hope you can see it in the light, but might have to move it around a bit. But they're beautiful. Back she goes. And another advantage of the 180 drive, you get snagged on branches, you just go on in. As you get closer, flick it into the reverse, back the speed off, get your lure off, fingers crossed, and just reverse out. Ooh, so good. Let me show you these fins. So this is the Mirage 180 drive, but also with the kick-up fins. These are the levers that you pull to spin the fins around, okay? But the beauty of these kick-up fins, especially when you're bass fishing in fresh water and there's lots of submerged logs and things like that and you're going through shallower water, if you hit something, with the old ones, the mast would bend. You could bend it back sometimes, but with these ones, if you hit a log, they kick up and they click back into place. Once you start pedaling again, they'll lock into place. Same with this back one, it has a kick up also. All right, like I said, they're fairly firm, so they just don't come loose. They do have a little grub screw here, so if you do start to wear them down a bit, you just tighten them up a little bit more and they'll work. Now, also an advantage of the Hobie Lynx is that because it has such a shallow draft, you can get by in probably about 4 inches of water. With the Mirage Drive, what you do is you just push one fin forward, one pedal forward, and see how the fins come up, and then you can feather just to go through the shallow water. So, ideal. Another thing, because it's such a light craft, if you're going through shallow waters and you need to get out and to go over some rapids or to get it across some rocks, it's easy enough to do. It doesn't weigh a ton. You know, it's about half the weight, I think, of a PA. So it's brilliant. Absolutely love it. I hardly use my Outback now. This one gets the Guernsey. And the main reason for me using it most of the time is because it's so easy to get on and off the car. I'll show you how I lift it on. It's just basically straight lift up, put onto the roof racks, and that's it. I'll get into the shore here, just give you a quick rundown of the kit that I have. You can be as minimalistic as you like with this. If you're going to go out chasing bass, small tackle box, a net and a rod, and you're laughing. I've got a bit more gear because, well, that's just the way I am. But let's get in and have a look. So obviously I have my net here, okay, and I've just got this on a long stretchy bungee cord, and I just have it attached to the handle here so I can't ever lose it. There's also some straps on here so you can put onto some of those dry bags and keep it there, and that's what I do in the tournaments when I use it. Come along to the seat. This is the rudder control. From a tackle, I just take one tackle box out now when I go bass fishing. Fits under the seat, nice and easy. Got a ruler, another GoPro camera. Can't have too many of those things. All right. The wheels when I go out, they just sit through the scupper holes. They come with me. I have one of these, the seat, also to have extra storage. I've got one of these bags which go on the back here. James from Hunter Water Sports has always these in stock, always, so you want to get them off him. I have a sounder, okay, You don't need to have a sounder, but it's nice to have one. And I also added these H rails to mount things on. I've got a small tackle bin here, which just clips onto the side. I've got my paddle down here. And for the sounder, for my power, I just mount it on the seat. Now, what I've done, I just got some 25mm tube, sliced it down the middle, put it onto the seat, and this clips on perfectly. Up out of the water, nice and simple. I also have a yak attack crate. So this is where I keep all my stuff. Got my wet weather gear, other tackle boxes, bits and pieces, throw your lunch in there. This locks up. So if you're not going to lose anything, it's enough for 4 rods on there. They even come with rod leashes, which can clip on. Not that I use them, don't need to worry about it. My other GoPro here sits on this H rail, and that's basically it. I do have a mount for a power pole when I use it in tournaments, but basically that's the yak. Nice and simple, nice and light. Now I can put the wheels in by myself. What I do is I take the crate off, come around on the side, lift the yak up, put the wheels under. I'll get the camera set up here and I'll show you how I do it. Nice and easy. So to get the wheels into the yak, I just come up to one side of it, get hold of it, lift it up like that, put the wheels under. It's nice and easy. Just got to rest it on one leg once you get it up, and that's it. And then it's up to the car. Now this is probably the biggest reason why I use the Lynx more than the Outback at the moment. Getting this on and off the car is just such a cinch. That's it. Pick it up, throw it on. Same getting it off. Nice and simple. Well, she's tied down, and that's it. That's the Lynx. I absolutely love it. If you want to find out about them, speak to James from Hunter Watersports, James Kilpatrick. He will sort you out. He sorted me out for this one. I got a few extra bits and pieces like the H rail, so I can mount sounders and other bits and pieces. But the Lynx, if you want to go bass fishing or just fishing in the rivers, you would absolutely love it. You can even use it for tournaments. Fits a live well on the back. You can put a power pole on there like I've got. It's unreal, unreal. So once again, speak to James Kilpatrick from Hunter Watersports. He's up near Newcastle. However, he would deliver to Sydney. But either way, give him a call. He'll give you the rundown on everything. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll speak to you next time. Bye-bye. So I've given you all the good points of the Hobie Lynxes, but I thought I'd better, in all fairness, there are a couple of downsides, even though I wouldn't call them big downsides, all right? One of them, it's a very hard shell on the Hobie Lynx, so it is prone to scratches a lot more than the Outbacks or any of those kayaks. So don't go dragging it across boat ramps because it will scratch fairly easily. The other thing is there's no in-hull storage, so you are limited to what you can take. If you like taking out the whole tackle shop with you, you're not going to be able to. I've cut my tackle down to a couple of tackle boxes when I do tournaments. If I'm going out bass fishing, not a problem at all, because I just take one tackle box. It's nice and simple. The other one is that in rougher water, if it gets choppy, you will get wet. It doesn't cut through the waves like the other kayaks do, like the Outbacks or the PAs or the Compasses, so you will get a bit more splash. But apart from that, it's a winner all the way through. For rivers, bass fishing, I think it's the perfect kayak for me. Like I said, if you need to get out and you need to take it through skinny water, it's a lot easier to carry than a PA or a Outback, that's for sure. So thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.